The story opens with a beautiful little moment between a mother and her son. Anna is a single mother, and her adorable 6-year-old son is named Seong. It has been raining heavily since early morning, but there is something strangely unusual about this rain. Seong watches the water outside and immediately starts begging his mom to let him go swimming. Anna tries to calm him down and tells him that he can't go swimming. She manages to distract him and heads into the kitchen to prepare breakfast just like any other morning. But then she notices something terrifying. Water is seeping across the floor of their apartment. Anna rushes toward the window and realizes that water is also coming inside from there. She is shocked because they live on the 3rd floor of the building. There is absolutely no reason for floodwater to have reached this high. Just then, an announcement comes through the building's speakers. The water has already reached the 3rd floor, and everyone is being instructed to move to the upper floors as quickly as possible. Then comes another warning: the entire building has lost electricity. That means the elevators are no longer working, and everyone will have to use the stairs. Anna immediately starts gathering the most important things she can carry, but Seong is still completely distracted by the water around them and keeps insisting that he wants to go swimming. That's when her phone rings. A man on the other end asks, "Are you Anna, the manager at Darwin Corporation? Has water entered your floor?" Anna confirms that it has. The man immediately warns her that the entire floor will be underwater very soon. He tells her to leave immediately and head toward the upper floors because he is already there with a rescue team. Then he gives her one more instruction. If you're planning to take your belongings with you, don't leave everything behind. The call ends. Anna doesn't waste another second. She grabs Seong's important medication and calls out for him to get ready. But Seong is nowhere to be found. Anna knows exactly where he has gone. Whenever she scolds him or he feels upset, Seong hides inside the wardrobe. She opens it and finds him there. Instead of getting angry again, she gently explains the situation and brings him out. But the moment Anna steps outside, she sees something horrifying. Water is everywhere. It almost looks like some giant monster has taken over the building and is swallowing everything in its path. Hundreds of people are desperately running around, trying to save themselves. Anna refuses to panic. She lifts Seong onto her shoulders and heads toward the staircase. But when she reaches it, she finds a massive crowd waiting to go upstairs. If she stands there and waits her turn, the rising water will probably reach them before they can move. She needs another way out. Then she remembers that the building has another emergency staircase. Without wasting time, Anna grabs Seong and runs toward it. Meanwhile, people are struggling against the powerful currents. Many of them are being swept away and drowning. Anyone would be terrified in a situation like this, and Seong is still only a little boy. So Anna keeps trying to make him feel safe. She tells him stories, talks to him, and even starts singing his favorite song with him to take his mind off the disaster. And this is what makes a mother's love so powerful. Even when she is terrified and falling apart inside, Anna forces a smile onto her face because she doesn't want her child to be scared. Eventually, they climb several floors using the emergency staircase. But then Anna discovers another problem. The staircase ahead is completely blocked by piles of old furniture and other junk. Moving all of it would take far too long, and going back to the main staircase is no longer an option. The water continues rising. Anna somehow manages to get Seong to another upper floor, but just as they arrive, she hears someone calling her name from another floor. She turns around to answer. And Seong is gone. Anna completely loses it. There is water everywhere, hundreds of terrified people around her, and now she can't find her own son. She has no idea what to do. But she refuses to give up. She starts running from one place to another, desperately searching for Seong. Eventually she enters an apartment. Then she looks toward the window. And what she sees almost makes her brain stop working. A gigantic wave, almost like a mountain of water, is heading directly toward the building. Before anyone can even react, the massive wave crashes into the apartment complex. Several more floors are instantly swallowed by water. Anna is completely submerged. But even underwater, she refuses to stop searching for Seong. She swims desperately from one area to another, looking for her son. At this point, Anna feels completely helpless. She has no idea whether Seong is alive or dead. After searching underwater for what feels like forever, she finally finds him. But little Seong is unconscious. And the longer he stays underwater, the more dangerous the situation becomes. Anna grabs him and tries to get out. But the exit door won't open. She has also been underwater for so long that she can barely hold her breath anymore. Her body is starting to give up. She feels like this might be the end. Then suddenly a man appears. He grabs both Anna and Seong and pulls them toward the surface, saving their lives. Once they're above water, he presses on Seong's chest and stomach to force the water out of his lungs. Eventually Seong wakes up. The poor child is terrified, and the moment he sees his mother he starts crying. Meanwhile, the man reports to his office through a video call that he has successfully rescued Anna and her son. By now, you may be wondering why this man went out of his way to rescue Anna specifically when there were so many people trapped inside the building. When Anna asks who he is, he explains that Darwin Corporation sent him. He's part of their security team. His name is Hijo. As Hijo leads them toward the upper floors, Anna suddenly asks him something strange. Why is the floodwater salty? This doesn't feel like ordinary rain. Hijo tells her that the rain itself is normal. The real problem is the water. It's seawater. Apparently, a massive asteroid struck Antarctica, causing the continent's ice to melt at an unbelievable rate. That melted water triggered a catastrophic global flood. Anna asks whether scientists had no idea this was going to happen. Hijo tells her they knew. They knew everything. But there was simply nothing they could do to stop it. And because they didn't want to create mass panic and chaos, the authorities chose not to tell everyone. Then Hijo gives Anna the most horrifying piece of information yet. This may be the last day of humanity. Anna is devastated. If the world is really ending, she asks, where exactly are they going? Hijo looks at her and says something she never expected to hear. You may think you're just an ordinary manager at Darwin Corporation, you're not. Anna is apparently one of only 2 people capable of developing the emotion engine used in the company's artificial intelligence research. The other person is her boss. But her boss and his daughter have been missing since morning. Most likely, they've already been swallowed by the flood. That makes Anna their last hope. Hijo explains that Darwin has already prepared artificial human bodies inside a laboratory. But those bodies have no real emotions. And Anna is the only person capable of putting the emotional system inside them. Since almost everyone on Earth is about to die, the company plans to use these artificial bodies to recreate humanity. That's why a helicopter has been sent to the roof. They're taking Anna with them. As they continue climbing through the building, Xiang suddenly tells his mother that he needs to use the bathroom. Hijo takes them into an apartment. While Anna and Hijo are talking, Anna borrows Hijo's phone and calls her mother to make sure her parents are okay. Her mother tells her, "You've already done so much for us, don't worry about us anymore, just take care of yourself and your son." Then suddenly, Anna hears a huge wave crashing on the other end. The call disconnects. Anna immediately understands what happened. She has lost her parents. It breaks her heart, but she forces herself to stay calm. She doesn't have time to fall apart. Right now she is fighting to save both her son and whatever remains of humanity. Then Anna and Hijo notice something else. The gas line inside the apartment has ruptured. Another danger is about to explode. Anna picks Xiang up and the 3 of them hurry outside. But an even bigger nightmare is waiting for them. The building is surrounded by water. Hundreds of people are drowning right in front of them. And along the path they're trying to take, massive explosions are occurring because of the gas leaks. The whole scene looks like the end of the world. With no safe route through the stairs, Hijo decides to climb upward using the balconies. Once he reaches a higher level, he tells Anna to hand Xiang over to him. Anna tries to pass her son across so he can keep him safe. But Xiang is terrified and refuses to leave his mother. After a struggle, Anna finally manages to get Xiang into Hijo's arms. But then Anna loses her balance. Her foot slips. She falls directly into the deep water below. Yet once again, she refuses to give up. She manages to swim back to another floor. As she tries to climb higher, she suddenly hears a child crying from inside an elevator. Anna goes over and realizes that the elevator is stuck. The child is trapped inside. At the same time, Anna notices 2 men taking advantage of the disaster by breaking into apartments and stealing whatever they can find. It's an unbelievable situation. While innocent people are fighting for their lives, these men are using the chaos to rob them. Anna tries desperately to rescue the child trapped inside the elevator. But another powerful wave crashes through the building and destroys all her efforts. And then something from Anna's past suddenly comes rushing back. She remembers that terrible night when she, Xiang, and her husband were involved in a car accident and their vehicle fell into the water. Anna managed to save Xiang. But she had to watch her husband die right in front of her. What kind of cruel fate is this? That night there was water. And now once again she's surrounded by water. Only this time her son is still in danger. Thinking about Xiang gives Anna the strength to keep moving. She continues climbing. Eventually she reaches the 18th floor. But they still need to get all the way to the 30th floor. That's when Hijo appears. He tells Anna that Xiang has become seriously ill. Anna immediately runs toward her son. His blood sugar has dropped dangerously low. Anna doesn't know what to do. Her mind goes blank because, while trying to escape the flood, she lost Xiang's medication underwater a long time ago. She picks Seong up and starts desperately searching for a solution. Then Heejo says something that makes Anna furious. Why are you panicking so much? You don't need to worry about Seong this much, you can always make another copy of him. Anna looks at him in disbelief. Heejo continues. You have all of his emotions, you even have a backup of his entire brain, there's no point wasting so much time trying to save this version. Hearing this while her son is barely conscious makes Anna furious. She grabs Seong and runs into an apartment. Using whatever ingredients and supplies she can find, she manages to prepare something that can stabilize him. She gives it to Seong. After a while, his condition begins to improve. Then comes another important moment. While Anna is cleaning Seong's clothes, she suddenly notices sunlight shining outside. For the first time in a long time, she feels hopeful. She happily tells Heejo, "Look, the sun is out, maybe it's finally over, maybe everything is going back to normal." But Heejo doesn't respond. Instead, he tells her something that destroys that little bit of hope. "I forgot to tell you something, the plan has changed." Anna asks what he means. He tells her that, for now, Seong cannot be taken to their research center in space. Anna becomes furious. "You hid this from me on purpose, didn't you? You knew that if I'd found out earlier, I never would have come with you." Before they can say anything else, the sun disappears again. Darkness returns. And then they see it. Another gigantic wave is coming straight toward them. They run for their lives. But the enormous wall of water crashes into the building and swallows several more floors. Somehow, the three of them manage to reach the upper levels. There, Anna sees a pregnant woman suffering through labor. The woman and her husband desperately ask Anna for help. But Anna is helpless. She can't stop to help them. As Anna carries Seong upstairs, he looks at the pregnant woman and asks, "Mom, what's wrong with that lady, why is she crying?" Anna tells him, "She's going to become a mother, so she's in pain." Then Seong innocently asks, "Mom, did it hurt you like that when I was born?" That simple question hits Anna like a knife. She can't answer. The question reminds her of something she has been trying to ignore. Overwhelmed with emotion, Anna goes to Heejo and breaks down. She begs him, "Please, I'm begging you, take my child with me, I'll help you with anything you want, just let him stay with me, he's too young to live without his mother, I can't live without him." But Heejo says he can't do anything. He has orders. And he has to follow them. He then heads toward the roof. When Anna finally reaches the rooftop, she discovers that the rescue team is already there. But something is terribly wrong. The place where she was told they would take her isn't what she expected. It was all a lie. The rescue team takes Seong away from Anna. She begs them. She cries. She refuses to let go. But nobody listens. Then suddenly, two members of the rescue team shoot Heejo. Their leader says something even more disturbing. "Everyone here will die except Anna." Now Anna realizes she has absolutely no control over what happens next. She can do nothing but hug Seong one last time. But why are they taking Seong away? And where exactly are they taking Anna? Soon Anna begins her journey into space. As the movie shows the entire city disappearing beneath the flood, fragments of the destroyed asteroid begin flying toward Anna's spacecraft. And then comes the biggest twist in the entire movie. Anna suddenly wakes up. She's lying in her apartment. Outside there's water everywhere. Yes. This is the exact same scene we saw at the beginning. I know what you're thinking. At this point, everything probably seems completely confusing. But now we're going to put the pieces together. After waking up, Anna discovers that water has entered her apartment again. The security room is broadcasting the same warning. Everyone must move to the upper floors immediately. Then Heejo calls Anna. He tells her to come to the roof because a helicopter is waiting for them. This time he says Seong will also be taken with them. While Anna is talking on the phone, Seong keeps trying to show her something. He says he saw something in a dream and even drew a picture of it. But Anna is in too much of a hurry to pay attention. She starts preparing to leave. Just like before, Seong hides inside the wardrobe. Anna finds him and tells him that from now on, he has to listen to everything she says. And if anyone tries to take him somewhere, he must never go with them. Then Seong asks her something strange. "Mom, why have I been 6 years old for so long?" Anna doesn't understand. Seong continues. "Why doesn't my age change, why am I 6 years old every day?" Anna has no idea what he's talking about. She picks him up and starts carrying him toward the roof. But something is different this time. When Heejo calls her, Anna doesn't answer. She completely ignores him and keeps running with Seong. Then a massive wave hits the building. People are swept away. Many die. Others disappear beneath the water. Anna and Seong are also submerged, but somehow they manage to reach the surface again. But when Anna looks around, Seong is gone. She panics. She starts searching everywhere. Thinking that Seong may have fallen underwater, she dives back in to look for him. While searching, a floating car suddenly crashes into Anna. In the next scene we see Hijo rescuing her. But there's something strange. Earlier, Anna's shirt had the number 497 printed on it. Now the number has changed to 787. When Anna tries to go looking for Seong again, Hijo shows her a photograph and tells her that Seong is somewhere on an upper floor. Anna can't understand why Seong keeps running away from her. After all, he knows nothing except his mother. Hijo tries to stop her from searching, and Anna becomes furious. She grabs his gun. But before anything else can happen, a gas explosion tears through the apartment building. Anna is badly injured. And then, just moments later, Hijo saves her again. But now there's another number on Anna's shirt. 100 rave. Anna pulls her hand away from Hijo and jumps back into the water. She continues searching for Seong. Eventually, she reaches the same elevator where she previously heard a child crying. Anna realizes that the little girl is still trapped inside. She remembers that the exact same thing has happened before. But last time she failed to save the girl. So this time she tries even harder. Yet once again she fails. Anna slowly sinks beneath the water. Then the scene resets again. Anna is once again standing in front of the same elevator, trying to rescue the girl. But this time the number on her shirt is 47. After struggling for a long time, Anna finally succeeds. She gets the girl out and takes her to an elderly couple. They're the girl's grandparents. But how did Anna know that? Anna asks the little girl if she has seen Seong anywhere. The girl tells her that while she was trapped inside the elevator, she heard two men talking to Seong. Anna immediately follows the clue. And she finds the same two men who were stealing from apartments. She has seen them before. A fight breaks out. Then Hijo arrives and starts beating the two men. When they are questioned about Seong, they admit that they saw him but insist that they didn't hurt him. Hijo becomes furious and throws them into the water. After that, Anna tries to continue searching for Seong. But Hijo stops her. He says the rescue team will arrive soon and they'll find Seong themselves. Anna begs him to let them search before the rescue team arrives. But something about the way Anna speaks to Hijo makes him suspicious. She talks to him as if they have known each other for a very long time. Then we see another strange scene. Anna is drawing something on a wall with paint. And once again, there's a different number on her shirt. Anna eventually reaches an upper floor and discovers that the pregnant woman has given birth. Anna takes off her coat and gives it to the exhausted woman. As Anna walks away, she overhears the woman telling her husband about a dream she had. In the dream, the entire city was destroyed by a tsunami. But somehow they survived. Those words suddenly remind Anna of Seong. That morning, Seong had also told her that he had seen something in a dream. And he had drawn what he saw on his tablet and sent the pictures to Anna's phone. Anna immediately checks her phone. And what she sees shocks her. We finally learn what happened the first time Seong lost consciousness. Before passing out, he saw something. He drew exactly what he had seen and sent it to Anna. But the shocking part is that he didn't send the picture once. He sent the exact same image thousands of times. Now the story begins to make sense. This isn't simply a disaster movie. We're dealing with a time loop and a parallel reality. And those changing numbers on Anna's shirt represent something very important. Anna finally understands why Seong kept asking why he was still 6 years old. She rushes to the wardrobe on the top floor to look for him. But Seong isn't there. Just then, members of the Darwin team and Hijo arrive. They try to knock Anna unconscious using medication. Before losing consciousness, Anna looks at Hijo and says, "They're going to kill you on the roof. And I've met you before. Many times." Hijo looks at her shirt. The number is now 13,417. This finally convinces him that something is seriously wrong. He turns against his own team and kills them. Then he injects Anna with something that brings her back to consciousness. And now Anna finally reveals the truth. Darwin Research Center has been secretly working on a project to create synthetic human bodies. Using advanced 3D modeling technology, they can create artificial bodies capable of doing almost everything a real human can do. Even giving birth. But there was one major problem. These artificial humans had no genuine emotions. They could function like humans, but they couldn't truly feel love, sadness, anger, fear, or attachment. That's why Anna and her boss began developing the emotion engine. The experiment required two things: a test subject and a test sample. Because genuine emotion comes from the bond between people, especially the love and responsibility one person feels toward another, they created two artificial bodies. One of those artificial beings was Seong. Which means Seong isn't actually a human child. He's a synthetic human. And Anna isn't his biological mother. That's why when Seong saw the pregnant woman earlier and asked Anna whether giving birth to him had hurt that much, Anna couldn't answer. Because she never actually gave birth to Seong. At first, Anna didn't even care much about him. After her husband's death, she wanted to return Xiang to the Darwin Center before completing the experiment. She blamed the situation surrounding Xiang for the loss of her husband. Their original job was simple. They had to collect emotional data from Xiang for a specific period and send that information back to the research center. The plan was to use that data to improve the emotion engine. Eventually, the artificial emotions would be installed into synthetic human bodies. But before the experiment was completed, the scientists discovered that a massive asteroid was going to strike Antarctica. They predicted that the impact would melt huge amounts of ice and trigger a global megatsunami. Human civilization would be wiped out. There was almost no time left. So Darwin sent a team to collect Xiang's data from the lab. Anna had to go with them. But during the journey, their spacecraft was destroyed after colliding with a fragment of the asteroid. Anna was severely injured. As she faced death, she made a decision. They already had the test sample. But they still needed the test subject. So Anna volunteered to become the test subject herself. She would become the mother inside the experiment. Her memories were transferred into an AI system. Then Xiang was hidden somewhere inside the simulated environment. The entire system was designed around one objective. Anna had to overcome every obstacle and find Xiang. The moment she successfully found him, the emotion engine would be considered complete. But if she failed, the entire system would restart. Again, and again, and again. That means every time we saw the tsunami disaster, we were actually watching another repetition of the same simulated day. And the changing numbers on Anna's shirt were essentially tracking how many times the experiment had been repeated. Anna had failed to find Xiang thousands of times. But why couldn't she find him? There was a much bigger secret behind that. After learning the truth, Hizhou decides to help Anna. But every time they try to escape, the security team appears. That's because the entire simulation has been designed to stop them. After thousands of failed attempts, Anna and Hizhou finally come up with a new strategy. Instead of fighting the security team directly, they decide to take an alternative route to the roof. After an exhausting climb, Anna finally reaches the rooftop of the 30th floor by herself. There she notices an old wardrobe. And inside that wardrobe, Xiang is waiting for his mother. Anna realizes her mistake. She apologizes to Xiang for leaving him behind the previous time. But Xiang tells her something heartbreaking. "Mom, you never left me." He explains that when Anna was getting onto the helicopter, she whispered something to him. She told him to hide inside that wardrobe and wait for her. That's why every time the system restarted, Xiang returned to the exact same place. The wardrobe. He wasn't running away from Anna. He was waiting for her. Then the security team arrives. At the same time, a gigantic wave is approaching them from the other side. Anna tells Xiang to jump into the water. She turns around and fights the security team herself. She keeps fighting until she has no strength left. Then she finally jumps into the water after her son. Underwater, we see a mother using every last bit of her strength to save her child. And this is the heart of the entire story. Because a mother's love isn't about whether the child is made of flesh and blood or created from synthetic materials. Xiang's first word in life was still the same word that every child gives the person they trust most. Mom. A massive wave crashes into them. But this time neither Anna nor Xiang dies. Instead, something else happens. The AI emotion engine is finally completed. The tsunami suddenly stops. The experiment is successful. And that's where the story finally comes to an end. The entire disaster, the repeated timelines, the changing numbers, Xiang's strange memories, and Anna's desperate search all finally make sense. What started as a story about a mother trying to survive a catastrophic flood turns out to be a much deeper story about artificial intelligence, memory, human emotions, and the one thing that even a machine couldn't understand until it experienced it for itself. A mother's love. If you enjoyed this recap, don't forget to like the video and share your thoughts in the comments. I'll see you in the next video.